All right, welcome back. Some more tweaking. I know that the screen looks a bit darker. Still using the cheap webcam I've had for well over a decade at this point. The clearest signal I can get out of it's really dark right now, so it's just a matter of getting the right lighting. And I know it's kind of noisy, and I'm hoping that with better lighting I can change the aperture so it can uh, not have as much noise. A little bit different today. I'm going to definitely try to get as much grinding as I can done. So this is going to be an actual long haul grind versus the last one I did where I said I was going to, and it had ended up being under an hour. So this one I hope to do about 3 hours worth of grinding. I do plan on doing another video tonight, doing some reactions to some PlayStation game intros. I got some PlayStation demos the other night that I want to see some of the intros. A couple of the intros I saw were kind of interesting, so I hope to get to record that tonight. Some of them I'll be seeing for the first time. Just some games I thought looked kind of interesting. One game in particular kind of surprised me, but enough of that. I'll talk about that on that video. For right now, let's go into Dragon Warrior and work on this grinding for this challenge. I also got the camera up a bit higher. I hope that'll help. If I lean back, my head won't seem so tiny like this. I don't ever actually lean back this far, but I'm hoping it'll not constantly have that value. So please bear with me on the dark. Oh, that's right. I was nearly dead last time. Well, I'll show status like I normally do. Again, no weapons, no armor, no shield. This is all the stats that I'm currently at. So let's go get killed. Maybe get a little experience along the way. Though, I wonder... I'm hoping this is not too loud for you guys. I'm going to turn down the music just a little bit. Well, turn down the game. Here we go. Kill the slime. One hit. Woohoo! One experience. One gold. I don't care about gold, but I got the experience. It's one less I have to get. We're gonna do a little bit of traveling. I didn't realize I had so much magic. So we're gonna go over. We're gonna go over here by Koi, and we're gonna do some fighting. Everything over here I can kill with relative ease. And it can't do much against me. Oh, let's put him to sleep. Ah! Go to sleep! So I can bash your brains in. There we go. Scorpion's easy. I'll just heal up anyways. Let's see. Okay, so I'm at level 13. I need less than 1,000. Okay. So I need about 1,000 more. We could do this. Put him to sleep. Over here, the only thing that can really do us any harm is going to be those skeletons. But at the same time, everything else I can one hit. I don't have the long drawn-out fights that might not be as experience efficient as I want them to be. But still get plenty of skeletons to fight. Just stay asleep. There we go. And he's dead now. I can at least get them off their mortal coil really quick. Sleep. You know you've got to be brave if you want to take on a scorpion naked. Yes, I'm still going with that joke. It is a joke that I will be using throughout this entire challenge, so don't think that I'm going to let up now, just because it's getting stale. I will beat that dead horse bloody raw with my naked fists. Die, ghost! I'm so powerful in this area. They will all run away from me in fear. Everything is pink, but nothing here can do enough to really hurt me. Until I run out of MP. Oh my gosh, sorry. Ooh, put him to sleep. Oh, brilliant. Why don't I do that all the time? Oh yeah, I can't. Take that, magician. Right in the face. That's what you do when you see a ghost. You punch him right in the face. Oh, what am I doing? I can just kick his ass. Here I was going to put him to sleep. He can't do much damage to me anyways. I can't one-hit him quite yet. But I'm getting there. Take a big swig. A sleepy skeleton. Yay, still asleep. He's dead. Oh. I need a checklist. Remember to put these on. There we go. Now I look like I know what I'm doing. Remember when those guys were hard? Now it's not so much the ones that cast spells at me that are hard, it's the ones that prevent me from casting spells at them that are pretty hard. He hit me! You're not supposed to hit me! I will get you. Aww. What? I... Look at that! Look at that! I had an excellent move. So that's a critical hit. And it dodged. So they have the coding backwards in the order of which it's supposed to do. It should check to see if I hit, then determine the amount of damage, but instead it's determining the amount of damage I'm going to do and whether or not I hit afterwards. Not the way I would have programmed it, but that's just fascinating. If any of you play D&D, you know that's just getting someone's hopes up when you let them roll for damage and they're like, I got a critical roll on damage. That's amazing. Okay. Did you hit the monster? No. Well, that sucks. Oh, man. Yeah. I'll smack him. Yeah, hit me, whatever. I don't care. I defeated the scorpion. Of course. Another skeleton. Ah, he hit me. He dodged! Oh, this fight's interesting. I still haven't gotten him. Oh, he was a tough one. He was a tough one. Yep. Sleep. He woke up. Oh, boy. Oh, he dodged. I'm dead. I mean... that's the name of my teleport spell. That I've had since level 0. See? I'm all better. Oh, 808. Alright, should I go northeast? Should I go south to the tile set? It's a hard choice. We're gonna go northeast. We're gonna go back over there. Because I could pretty much one-hit everything over there except for the scorpions, which still sometimes take 2 hits, and the skeletons, which I kind of have to, like, pay attention to the fact that I need to make them go to sleep and keep them asleep when fighting them. So I think for grinding, I think that's probably enough of a change-up to not be too monotonous and boring. So we'll do that. Yeah, just 800 more. Punch the ghost in the face. Here we go. I wonder how quickly. We've been at this for 20 minutes. Let's see. Maybe. Maybe. Most of these pre-records are just trying to get the setup going for the streams I intend to do. Pause him one more time. There we go. Yeah, one thing I'm considering is whether or not I want to take the game screen, which is right in front of me, right here. Camera's there. Game screen's here. My studio screen, which shows me what everything looks like for you guys, is up here. And I'm considering whether or not I want to swap those so that I have the studio screen here, so I can easily use my keys to switch back and forth between screens. And then keep the game up here. That way I can keep this full screen no matter what game I'm playing. And I always can, look down, look at you guys. And I can go back and forth like that. Because right now I'm going to the screen, I'm going to you guys, and then anytime I need to do like a transition or something like that to another screen, I'm looking up here, messing around with my mouse, which is in the wrong window. There we go, now it's up here. Yeah. So that's, yeah, that's the way it is. And that's also why, if I move out of the way, you can see I got junk. I got the back of a dryer right here, which has to go to recycling. I've got wood for a project for this DVD recorder, which is going to go, actually, you can't see it, but just to this side, down below, I've got a Commodore monitor. Looks really good when playing games with the RCA jacks, the component, and it's an amazingly crisp screen. And I was amazed when I got this that I didn't have to replace any of the capacitors, though that is a project I'm going to have to do at some point in the future. My ultimate goal is to stream off of the original hardware, so I will have the main consoles I do streaming off of up here. I'm going to mostly stream off of Nintendo, but I will occasionally do other systems too. Keep things interesting, change things up a bit. So I will eventually, when I do that, be capturing on my computer what I'm playing here. The capture will be on there, so there'll be a slight delay between what I see and what you guys see. But yeah, I eventually want to just do the hardware, which is a lot more complicated. It's a lot easier to do everything through emulation, but I don't want to do emulation. I want to do stuff directly off of the original, the original cartridges and discs and stuff like that while I can. Emulation is great for future proofing, but it's not quite the same as beating it on the original hardware. I want to be as pure to the original hardware as I can. So everything you're seeing here, everything that I'm doing is just getting the setup ready for streaming, because when I finally start going live, I want it to look professional, look good, be entertaining, and I don't want to have to constantly tweak and stream or change things up like every other video or so. That was bugging me, that's sticking off there. So, yeah. Oh, another thing, the other day, I was talking about the... Oh, why is that stuck there? Okay. My bag of dice for D&D. You can hear it. Anytime I need to pray to the RNG gods, I get my dice out and I shake them around. So we got that. So, back to the game. Let's get this done. I talked long enough. Oh man, that was a rant. Alright. I would have a better screen layout where I would have the studio and the game screen right next to each other, so if I'm doing stuff, I'm not doing the dramatic up, down, up thing. Uh, it's just the way that my desk is laid out. It's a corner desk with with a massive shelf up there that has a bunch of it has my printer and other equipment up there. So the only spots I have for monitors is either way off of my desk, like where my Commodore monitor is, or up on the top in that area. Uh, yeah. So that's why my setup is really weird. I don't have screens next to each other. They're kind of diagonal on different planes. I was happy my computer could at least figure that out and not just stick me to having to lock it either as a directly above or to the side or below. So a lot of you watching these early pre-recorded videos, you're getting a chance to actually see what it's like to get things kind of set up too. Or at least how I am striving to meet the setup that I want to have. I've also played around with different recording settings for the video capture, or for the video, the overall video. I've been having some issues with kind of getting the frames to match up right on some of the animations that are happening here. Like when a magician casts hurt on me or a Magidraki, the screen flashes white, and I've noticed that with the codec that I'm using, it doesn't capture the frame properly for the flash. So something like that. So it looks kind of blocky when that happens. And either I will directly figure out a way to be able to fix that, or that will just be something that naturally happens as I upgrade and fix things. I forgot to put it to sleep, but I got it though. That's okay. Run away from me, you cowardly ghost. Alright, not gonna forget to put him to sleep. I'm gonna put him to sleep right now. Sleep! Yes. Stay asleep. Yes! Woohoo! That's so nice. Aww. Can you guys see it? Oh yeah, you can see it. The tile change on the top and the bottom of the screen. As it's drawing new stuff. That's not screen tearing, that's actually pretty normal. It was expected that that was going to be part of like the overscan on the screen, so most televisions you wouldn't even see that. There you go, just 600 more. In the grassland areas here, you're supposed to be less likely to encounter creatures. At least, as far as I understand. Because the monsters and stuff, they tend to exist more in the forests, hills, and deserts. I think probably in that order. Because those are supposed to be more dangerous areas. Here. Doing good. On another note about the live streaming, is the reason why I'm doing these pre-records, like I'm doing a live stream, where if I were to take a break, I would put up a break screen, or be right back screen, and continuously record during that time. Is I want to be in the habit of doing that. And I don't want to be editing the videos at all. I want them to be... whatever happens on them is going to happen on them. I don't want to have to go back and take bits out or add stuff in. If I can help it. And by if I can help it, I mean, like... I'd never plan on doing that. Where am I at? It's 500. 500 to go. We're getting through this. I want these videos to be as raw as possible. So the only thing I do after the video is I do some post-processing to try and help reduce the size. But of course, YouTube does their own processing on top of whatever it is that I do, so I don't know if what I'm doing is even necessary, but I do it just to save space. After I'm done doing this for about 3 hours, the footage that I record is about anywhere from 4 to 5 gigs. And I would much rather get it under a gig, so that's why I use an encoding. I use Handbrake to do encoding and reduce the file size, just to compress everything down a bit more. But it's a custom preset to try and keep it looking as good as possible. And just because I'm doing it that way now doesn't mean that I'm going to be doing it that way forever. I'm still learning, still getting things set up, still figuring out exactly how this is all working. Because it's not something I even think I have to really worry about after I start doing some live streaming on Twitch. Because they'll automatically record the stream. Go to sleep. Oh, that's nice. Okay. 400 to go. We're making okay time. At least I think we're making good time. If I knew a way to be able to keep fighting metal slimes, that would be awesome. Okay. I can't heal anymore after this. I've got enough MP for 2 sleep spells. Well, I only have to use it? No. Okay. I got away with it. Can only cast it one more time. This is gonna be it. No more magic points. If he wakes up, that's that. He woke up. He dodged. Is he gonna kill me? No. Next one will. Next skeleton. Unless he rolls bad and doesn't do much damage. My gosh. I'm on death's door. Yep. Now I'm gonna go ahead and save, but I'm not going to end. Just to show you guys where we're at so far. I'm really close. I'm gonna take a break to use the restroom. So we'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Let's play some more. Again, we're going to go back over to that desert by Koi. To the northeast. Squish slimes along the way. Slime. Squish some slime. She sells seashells by the seashore. She sells seashells by the seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Well, he was fuzzy. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? tongue twisters. Oh, he hurt me so bad. How dare he? I smashed him. I defeated the ghost. So, this magician... Okay, so the magicians... They're pointing at you and getting ready to cast a fireball. I'm going to throw a fireball at you. So... Or maybe he's just pointing out how I'm naked and surprised he is. Only 300 to go. Man. Stop hitting me! There we go. Yeah. Now he should stay asleep. Please, stay asleep. There we go. Thou hast done well in defeating the skeleton. Again, this is the only Dragon Quest game that has this kind of language in there. Even when they're doing phonetic spellings of accents, they don't have any characters that speak in this weird hybrid early modern English style. The weird combination of middle and early modern English. It's, yeah. But at the time, they didn't know. They didn't know they were going to have a long series or what. And the translation teams did not work with the original developers. Which is why in a lot of the early Nintendo games you have some really weird translations. Because once a game was made natively in Japan by Nintendo or a third-party developer, that was it. That's all the work that team would do on it. And it's really sad because some of the translation work that's been bad on some of the games have actually hurt the playability of those games, because some of the stuff just doesn't make any sense. Simon's Quest is a good example. The endings got messed up. because they did a translation on there's three different endings in Simon's Quest. There's a good ending, a uh, okay ending, and a bad ending. And they got the cards, the the ending cards. The text is messed up. The cards aren't put in the right order. So you just have a complete F up on the endings of that game. James Rolfe and Mike Matei go over that in one of the James and Mike Mondays episodes. But just things like that. And sometimes it's not only just the translating team that messes things up. It's also the American I don't know what you would call them. You would call them a product transitional team or whatever for for regionalization of a game. I can give you an example. Actually, a physical example is here. We'll go to big head mode. Okay. I don't know how well you can see this game. Street Fighter 2010 has nothing to do with the Street Fighter series, but, and I will turn the game down a little bit so you can hear me better. Street Fighter 2010, the final fight. I have the instruction manual right here from Capcom. Okay, same people that made Street Fighter. But this, I believe this game predates the original Street Fighter in the US. What was it? Let's see what year this was. Codename Viper, or the Drug Lord's Worst Night. Oh, that's a different game. It's got some advertisements for some other games in here. Codename Viper, Willow. It's got an advertisement for a Willow game in there. Something I hope we get to do. Controlling, playing. Okay, here's the story, and this was made up by the marketing team just to sell this game in the US. Ken, not the character's original name, grew up in a world of violence. He mastered the martial arts at a very early age and went on a global tour to challenge the greatest, and this is in capitals, Street Fighters of the world. They're suggesting that he's Ken from the Street Fighter series. Bear in mind that this is a NES game. Street Fighter, as far as I'm aware of at the time of this recording, was not an NES game. It was a Super Nintendo game. And at the time, kids and even adults that had moved on to the Super Nintendo were not going to go back and buy an NES game. Because they either got rid of their NES or they felt like that was going backwards and they wanted to go forwards. You wanted to go with the latest, the greatest, most powerful hardware. the whole Genesis versus SNES argument aside on which one's better or more powerful, it didn't matter. It was the NES was the last gen, so I really don't know what they were really hoping to. I mean, it's to try and sell a game to at that point, which would have been a shrinking market as the NES, would have been ridiculous. This game can stand up on its own. It's weird. I've tried playing it, and it's very weird. But I will carry on because there's a little bit more in here. He was victorious. Upon returning to his home country, he enrolled at the Barkham. I don't know why Barkham University, and began his life study in the field of cybotics. While at Barkham, he was befriended by a gifted classmate named Troy. I have a dog named Troy. After many years, they perfected a revolutionary discovery they called cyboplasm. This substance, when properly administered, could make a man several times stronger than normal. This came at a good time. This is where the story kind of goes off the rails. This came at a good time, for mankind had just perfected travel to the frontier of other worlds. Blah 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 blah. There's a lot more advanced technology now all of a sudden. Ken had no interest in traveling to the new frontier, but he was glad their invention could be helpful. Okay, that that sounds far fetched. Oh yeah, I created this new technology that's very beneficial to mankind, and we've advanced so much in just a few years. Because after all, the year is 2010 in our past, and I'm just gonna chill at home. It's good. I did what I could. One day, he came to their lab and found it nearly destroyed. His partner Troy was killed, and their formula was stolen. The killer escaped to the new world. Ken knew he must avenge his fallen friend. He now has a very keen interest in the frontier. So, explaining that he didn't want to leave Earth, but now he is. This is what happens when you have a marketing team writing the story. Or basically, what they did was they took two stories. They took the story of the original game and decided that it needed to be more tied to another franchise that they had, so they mishmashed and just said like blah 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 blah, and then this story. It's terrible. I think it did more harm for that game than it did improve the game. The game can stand on its own. Let's go back. Let's do some more grinding. Yeah. Enough about translations. Oh. Can barely hear the game. 200. 200 more. We're so close. So close. Everybody's running away from me. Nobody wants to fight me. Skeleton will fight me. Sleep, little skeleton. Oh my god. He goes to. I can kill him in 2 hits. So if he goes to sleep, and I hit him and he wakes up, I try and hope that the next hit will just like knock him out, because there's nothing I can do. When he wakes up, he's gonna hit me, and I'm not gonna waste mana on him. So it's not fun when it takes 3 hits, sometimes 4 hits. But I'm just whining. Oh, this skeleton's hurting me, so I'm gonna whine about it. See? It's like, yeah. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Hold on a second. I'm gonna slide this over just so I can see my sheet. I just wanted to see if what spell I get at level 15, because I forgot off the top of my head. Yeah, I know, our next level is 14. But I wanted to see how excited I would be after getting level 14 to get to level 15. Not too excited. There we go. See, something like that. They wake up, they hit me, I can't do anything about that. But then, ugh. What if instead of hitting them and killing them, I ended up spending up more mana, or more magic points? It's not mana in this game. More magic points to put them to sleep, to hit them and then kill them. It's worth it to take a hit in the face at that point. But now we're at less than 100 until I get the next level up, which is gonna be awesome. Yeah. And heal. Heal again. There we go. They keep waking up. He woke up again. We're getting so close. Sorry. I sneezed. Whew. Ooh, 4 more. Of course he woke up. We always wake up. Oh, and it's going to take extra hit. Dang it. We did it! Level 14. Yeah. Strength's going to go up by 8. Six, so I got the low roll on that. Ooh, I got the high roll on the max hit points. Magic is increased by 6. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so the next level, level 15, is at 10,000. So I need 2,500 more. So we're going to keep fighting here until I die. Then we're going to go to the island to the south and fight some of those warlocks and those werewolves and see how we do. I can kind of get an idea of how I'm going to do against the skeletons here. And I think the deciding factor on their running away has to do with my level, not necessarily my power level or my agility. So we get a lot more of them just running away now, see? Come on, give me a skeleton that I can just punch in the face. That's nice, but... There we go. Now I'm just gonna punch him in the face, see how much damage I do. He dodged. Punch him in the face. And he ran away. How nice of him. Give me some things I can't normally one-hit. Still can't consistently one-hit the scorpions, apparently. Come on, give me some more skeletons. There we go. gonna see the king. $2,400. Let's look at my status. I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna keep the stuff up there while I look through this, because I'm gonna look at what items do. I can find it. Okay. Edric's armor increases my strength by 28. Yeah. The magic armor's by 24. The Edric's sword increases strength by 40. So 28, 68. And shield. Silver shield is an additional 25, so that's 93. So on strength, if I luck out, 126 is going to be the lowest that I'm going to have. But I'm not going to have the lowest because I've been getting pretty good rolls on the strength. So 142 would be about on par for if I had all the equipment right now. It has no effect on agility. So a level 30, I might be a bit underpowered. It's going to be a hard fight, but it's going to be... I mean, looking at this, if I have all the right stuff... If I had all the right stuff, I should be able to do it at a much lower level. But, at the same time, at level 30, it should be possible. As I level up, I should be able to get a better idea of how far I go. As far as items go, it's, let's see. A medicinal herb restores 20 to 35 of your hit points. Let's see. Dragon Scale. The wearer of the scale receives an extra measure of protection. So I guess that's defense power. I do not know what the effects of the armor is on defense power and attack power. Although, let's see. Defense power looks like it's half of my agility. That's consistently staying the same. My attack power is whatever my strength is. That's still being consistent. So... yeah, so why would... increase strength. So none of the armor increases my agility, which technically makes sense. Why should I be doing more damage with it? That doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, yeah, you can bash things with a shield, but... I don't know. Ultimately, the weapons and armor doesn't really matter, it's all about stat boosts. The higher the numbers, the better you are. Sorry, stay in frame. It's a Drakey. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Lots of Magidrakeys. Don't even know if he's going to be worth it, though. Fighting a gold man's not going to be worth it because they don't give a lot of experience, but they give a lot of gold, and I really don't care about gold. So I think next time I face one, what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to run. But I think for now, I'm probably going to keep fighting monsters over by Koi in the desert. Just because it's a bit more consistent. I think I can level up faster with the consistency I can get from one-hit kills. And while I'm tempted to do some game-related quests to find the items that I need to find in order to progress the game, I am not going to until much later. At this point, this might be the longest playthrough I've ever done of this game. But I've also never worked my way up to level 30 either. I don't know of anybody that has. None of the friends I had ever liked this game. I mean, not to the extent that I liked it. They thought it was too simple. I think I was just the right age when I got into this game. I like figuring out different ways of being able to play games. I think low score runs of like Super Mario Brothers should be something that people do competitively. Try to get the lowest score and beat the game. But I'm sure those playthroughs are incredibly boring because you get the person that gets all the way up to the flag and then they have to wait to the last second so that they don't get the bonus points for the extra time. Still dodging me. I'm gonna take a short break. Hold on. I'm gonna take a break and we'll be back. I need to stretch. See you in a few minutes. All right, we're back. Let's do a little praying to the RNG god. Make this go faster. Here we go. Bring that volume back up. What is it? Can you see my... Oh! Yeah. I didn't realize you guys can see my volume. Only 2,000 to go. God dang it. You can't even one hit that guy. Ugh, everybody's afraid of me. Run away from the naked guy. He's covered in monster blood. Okay. Controller issue. Excellent move. Fresh one. I'm leaning forward so you know I'm being serious. Dodged. Hmm. Yeah. Take that. Come on. There we go. There's Koi. $1,800. 1,800 left. This is really starting to wear on me. Like I said, this is a real endurance challenge. Keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again for hours on end. Super grindy. He dodged! Why does he keep dodging? I want to take a nap. $1,700 left. Oh, and I have 1776 gold. God bless America. Hopefully we'll get out of these turbulent times. What am I saying? Of course we will. I just don't know what the outcome's going to be. No matter what happens, time keeps marching on. I think at this point I'm probably going to call it good. I think I'm going to suicide by swamp. That way, when we come back to play again, I'll be at full strength. Plus I have a chance of getting a little bit of extra experience while I'm trying to die. Aww. I like how condescending he sounds. Death should not have taken thee, Fibble. I will give thee another chance. To reach the next level, thy experience points must increase by 1669. Now go, Fibble. So, this is where I'm at. Now, we're gonna save. Yes. Save our deeds. Thy deeds have been recorded on the Imperial Scrolls of Honor. No, I don't want to continue. Rest then for a while. Alright, hope you liked the video today. We got to level 14. We got to try out, see how much better I par against those monsters on the Southeast Island. Better, but not good enough. So yeah, another 1,700 points or so until I get to level 15. Level 15, I get Repel, which will make travel a bit easier going to some of the more dangerous places, because Repel will keep away a lot of the smaller monsters, so I will not have as many random encounters of monsters, especially lower level ones that will be engaging me in combat and then running away. So that'll be a time saver for travel. It's not until level 17 that I get another spell after that. And then there's one more spell after level 17, and it's at level 19. That's the final spell that you get for the game. At 17, you get Heal More, which will be my main healing spell, and Hurt More at level 19, which will be my main damage dealing spell. After that, that's all. Every single spell I have will be every single spell available in this game. And it's usually around level 19 that you end up getting the best equipment, the best weapons, and you get to go against the Dragon Lord. You can do it at an earlier level, but you do need the Hurt More spell. As far as I'm aware, from the last few playthroughs that I've done, though I think I've done it as early as level 17 and surprised myself because I just kind of went at it just on a whim, like, oh, I'm bored, I'm gonna go throw myself at the Dragon Lord and see how I fare after getting Heal More, and I ended up beating him. Surprised me. So yeah, I don't have any of that equipment, of course, for the challenge, so I will have to continue to grind until level 30. I think level 30, level 29, once we get closer and closer to level cap, I think that's probably when I'm going to start doing the quests, getting the items, searching for the items that I need in order to get the other items. Haven't decided if I'm going to save the princess, though I probably am going to save the princess. I was thinking about whether or not it would be fun to do a princess run where I still have the princess in my arms when I'm fighting the Dragon Lord. Probably not going to do that. Although there is one thing I probably do want to get on the record. I will probably visit an inn once after I get the princess, but before I return her to her father, because there is a joke that is in the game that I would like to see and would like to have recorded on the stream. So yeah, I think that will be the only time that I will stay at an inn. Staying at an inn is refusing to stay at an inn is not part of the challenge. It doesn't really matter. Using herbs doesn't really matter. Using the wings to get back doesn't matter. Using torches doesn't matter. Using items really doesn't matter because they don't really do much for you. I don't need the wings because I have the return spell, which takes me back to the king. I don't need the torch because I have the radiant spell, which shows, shines light in the caves and the dungeons, so I can see where I'm going. And more so than the torches would allow me, anyways. Torches would be good only for saving MP, which might be a consideration later on. But really the only items that I actually have to have, that I have to buy in order to complete the game, are going to be keys. So those are the only things that I will end up for sure buying. Anything else will be just to try and give me that little extra edge, including including using herbs, using I think there's water that helps with repel. Basically, it works the same way as repel, and I might use that. The dragon scale, I'm probably not going to use because I think that would qualify as part of like the, as far as like boosting stats and stuff. I won't use anything that will boost my stats at all. I will because I want to do this with no weapons, no armor, as best I can. So far that is my long-term goal for this series, and it's going to be a lot more grinding. I do not know how many episodes this is going to end up going, but in order to keep the number of episodes down, I will try to do longer and longer grinding videos just to get them out of the way. Get that grinding done, get that grinding recording, because I want proof that this is entirely possible. I want to show that I can do this without save states, without using RNG, aside from the naming conventions. I want to prove that this is possible. I want to show that I have done this and that it works. I do not know of anybody else who has done anything like this. And if they have, great. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do this. If anybody has tried doing this and has said, well, you can't do this, and they've given up, well, shame on them, because I'm going to keep doing this. If I have to do 18 or 100 runs at the Dragon Lord, if it seems even remotely possible that I have a chance, 1 out of 100, of everything going perfectly against the Dragon Lord with no weapons and no armor, I will do it. I will not give up. I will not surrender. I will defeat the Dragon Lord stark ass naked. So, with that in mind, have a great day. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. Stay clean. Cover your face when you go out in public with the COVID thing going on. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.